pieces of timber and swab the poop deck, ye varmints. Today we're going to be looking at the Pirates, the Royal Treasure, a South Korean period high seas adventure in the style of Pirates of the Caribbean on Netflix. So let's get into this. Arr! Arr! Yeah, apologies, I've got a small blister on my face. I ate my dinner straight out of the oven yesterday. That's what you get for eating when you're hungry. Anyway, enough about that. Yeah, so we're going to talk about the Pirates, the Last Royal Treasure. It's a 2020 South Korean high seas adventure, as I mentioned before. It's kind of like an international Pirates of the Caribbean. That's probably the closest comparison, where Hollywood has that kind of pizzazz and, you know, kind of larger than life sense of telling of the story. This is more grounded and it's kind of more stripped back, but it's just as entertaining. If you like international films, it's great. Even if you don't, give it a try. If you've seen something like Squid Game or something like that, give it a try, because it's really, really good. The characters are really well developed in it, and the interactions are great. But yeah, it is a sequel. The Pirates, the Last Treasure is a sequel to the spiritual film, or spiritual sequel to the original film, The Pirates, which is a 2014 film. I myself haven't seen The Pirates. I didn't realise it was a sequel and just went into watching The Pirates, the Last Treasure. And you can watch it as a standalone film. You don't need to watch the first one. You can pick up what's going on. Let's get into what's going on. Pirates, the Last Royal Treasure, as I mentioned, is a 2022 South Korean high seas period adventure. It's ranked number one, or the number one viewed film in Korea, according to Wikipedia, by March 2022. So you can imagine it's obviously a good film to watch. It's done quite well for itself. You know, it's very popular in the international markets in Korea. I think it was really, really good, really entertaining. I think it's very translatable to international audiences. Of course, like any international film, there's a bit lost, you know, in the difference of culture and that kind of thing that a viewer might lose with Western audiences watching it. But character interaction's great. All the characters do a good job of being charming and likable, but we're going to get more into that. So, The Pirates, the Last Treasure, in essence what it's about, as I said, it's a sequel, can be watched as a standalone film, but how it opens, there's a pirate captain named Hae Rang. She's the leader of pirates. She rescues a bandit leader called Mu Chi and his group of bandits. They're both on the same pirate ship together. They're odds with each other, shall we say, both the captains, because both want to be the top dog and there can obviously only be one. That's the dynamic of the film, and it works really well. And they go on search for royal treasure, and they end up coming into conflict with government forces. Really, really good. Like this, yeah, our heroes are kind of anti-heroes, pirates and bandits. It's fun to watch them go on this adventure, you know, looking for treasure and kind of having hijinks and all the interactions. The two standout characters probably are the pirate captain Hae Rang and the bandit captain Mu Chi. There are other characters who, you know, become prominent, but obviously not as prominent as those two. I would say the villains are a little bit that's probably my one gripe. The villains are a little bit background fodder in the film. They don't really stand out enough, but again, let's get into all that more. Yeah, so as I mentioned before, the character relationships and interactions really work well and really drive the story. One thing I really liked, the music score is really epic and it adds the grand spectacle on show, and the battles are choreographed really well. As mentioned, the Hollywood equivalent of this type of film would be Pirates of the Caribbean, and the Korean actors are easily able to show similar levels of flair and charm in their portrayal of pirates and bandits as the American counterparts do in Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, when I say American counterparts, obviously it's not a remake or anything like that. They are two separate stories, but they're the two most relatable films, if you can think of that. The film that I would compare this to, if you wanted a comparison or if you wanted something to measure it by, or you're thinking about watching it but you're unsure, think about what you liked about Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's on show here. So I'd give Pirates of the Caribbean, sorry, I'll keep that in. You know what, I'm going to keep that blooper in. I'd give The Pirates, The Last Royal Treasure, 3.8 stars out of 5 from TAKTAK Film. Now, of course, let's talk an action figure line to accompany this really good South Korean film. But just before we do talk any action figures for The Pirates, The Last Treasure, let's talk about the Dan Who Reviews YouTube channel, where you can see all the latest action figure reviews, and you can see myself, Mini Plastic Multiverse, and of course our host Dan Who on Joe's and Juice, where we talk the latest G.I. Joe classified reveals, one of his many live streams. Check it out, link in the comments below. And that blooper actually made me think we could actually do with Pirates of the Caribbean action figures. I think we've had a Johnny Depp one. Anyway, I digress. So let's talk an action figure line to enjoy on the shelves with this high-spirited adventure, The Pirates, The Last Royal Treasure. Essential characters would include Pirate Captain Hei Rang, Bandit Leader Mu Chi, or Wu Mu Chi as he might be known as well, and various background pirates and bandits to complete the crew. There's even a scene with a penguin who's got a bar of gold in its mouth, and that might make a nice addition to the line. So that is my take on Pirates, The Last Royal Treasure. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. Have you seen The Pirates? Have you seen The Pirates, The Last Royal Treasure? Did you enjoy either of those? Are you tempted to watch either of them? Now you've seen my video, let me know in the comments below. Please like, comment and subscribe. Leave any suggestions you like in the comments below for any future films you'd like me to review and talk about action figures to go alongside them. Take a little minute, sit right there. Thank you very much for keeping me on air. And until next time, enjoy those flicks and figs. And just before sign off, I just wanted to let you know about filmandtvreview.com, where you can find all the latest written film and TV reviews, including my own. Link in the description below. It's ranked number 8 podcast on the internet by Feedcast. So go and check it out if you want to hear about all the latest film and TV reviews. Link in the description below.